scary, babe. I don't know what's going on. Are you doing something online? Like, shout out to everyone here on the live. Not sure what's going down. I have all my settings the same. I'm doing all the same things. I'm looking for outages here. Only got one drop frame here, but still, I shouldn't be getting any. Whatever, I'm going to try to push forward and forget about it. I was in such a good mood, and I still am. It's a beautiful day to be alive, and I feel great. Life is good. I have awesome stuff to talk about. I have a great show planned today. Looking at Bitcoin, moving right now. Interesting, so many good things happening. Don't worry. Warren Buffett is biotaging us. Yeah, you never know. So look, this is what I have planned here, though. We're in a Bitcoin flag here. I want to get it out as soon as I can here. Check out Trove. Might be the next Shiv. Kate with P2E and NFT. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to pop out the chat here and see what's going down. Excellent connection, then no data. It's not me because I have my setup exactly the same as I always have it. I haven't changed anything today. Like, I haven't changed a thing. I may have to move the show till tonight. I don't know what to do. I'm befumbled here. I usually have a solution to this. I did everything that I could on my end. I'm baffled. I'm running through my mind now thinking what it could be. What is it at this point? You know, what is it? Babe, this is not good, babe. I can't run my show, babe. I'm handcuffed right now. Had my best stream last night. Says excellent condition right now. Let's see if it can rock out and I can stay healthy. But it's going in and out each time, you know? See, my program on my back end will tell me when I'm dropping frames too. It's been good for a while now. Maybe we'll push through here. All right. I've seen excellent connection for the longest time now. All right. Hey, this is testing my wills, man. My OCD, like, I'm like, my stream cannot be messed with. You know, I work too hard. And I got so many, see, there's an error there. It's not gonna, I can't deal with this. Things have to be perfect or I can't deal with it. Ancient old health tip. Black cumin seeds. Change your whole life. I'm telling you, every day, tiny little bit, black cumin seeds. Okay. We're ready to rock. We can't be stopped. All is well with the stream. All is well with the stream. Sabotage myself today. I got to write a big letter. Always check the VPN. We'd have more people watching. The stream would be bumping right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'm going to show at least the 79 people here what perseverance is and what moving forward is. So let's do it. Let's check it out. Let's see what we have going on for little Bitcoin for the day. Okay? 1 hour. It didn't do too bad, you know? Let's take a look at that. 4 hour was looming to the downside, and there it starts, right? And I said, you know, every time the 4 hour was high here, we would have a nasty, nasty dump. So, I believe that we stay in the pattern until we don't, right? So again, if you're new to the channel, we like to show you how to chart from the very beginning. You go to the daily time frame. And you make your support and resistance right off the bat, okay? Right off the bat. If you're new here, I'm the Crypto Lifer. Thank you for coming on in. If you're not, thank you for being here. And thank you for calling yourself a Crypto Lifer. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Your time, you trade everything with your time. Everything you do is a trade. That's what people don't realize. When I started trading, I realized, wow, my whole life was a trade. I just didn't realize it. I was trading time for this, you know, time for love, time for attention, time for relationships, right? Time to eat, time to dream, time to sleep, time to run, time to exercise. Everything's a trade. Well, if I give exercise this much time, I'll look like this. Oh, pretty good trade-off. If I do this, then I'll have that. Oh, you know? And so, yeah, just those things go hand in hand, you know? So you set your support and resistance lines. You can see we have beautiful support here at 40,500. And we have nice support forming at 46K here, which we've kind of touched on once or twice. And we are still in this kind of falling wedge. Even some, you know, I kind of consider this a bear pennant of some type, or a bear flag. It's flaggy a little bit. It's a little flaggy. But, you know, we could also say, you know, it's a falling wedge. So it's not as narrow as a wedge. A wedge usually gets nice and narrow. You see? Again, we could say this is the bigger falling wedge, which I'm cool with. But something just, you know, makes me watch this little flag here. Despite, I don't know, my instincts are just like, they don't want to let up on this flag at this particular moment. I really could see 37, maybe 35K here. I could see it happening. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. It's possible, you know. The daily time frame, right, is moving up. But look, we moved up in the Stokes. Look at the last time the daily moved up in the Stokes. Kind of halfway. When we were halfway, yeah, you know what? A lot of action can happen. You can see, look at all the action came. This is interesting, actually. I do this a lot because the Stokes are a precarious instrument, and to use them well, you have to do a lot of backtesting with them, and you have to play with them a lot and understand them, right? What I mean by that is, someone here? What I mean by that is this. We have a V here, and a V here, right? Alt V is what I'm putting down. Now, when I look at that, right, what I mean by is, look, we're right here. We're still in the dumps, but the daily is setting to the upside. Most of this boom action, this beautiful sweetness from 42K all the way up to 68, this just lovely break of the all-time high and all that loveliness, right? That right there came from the middle section up to here. So it basically was from here to here, see? So I just want to, I just want to show these ideas. That it doesn't mean, and that's the thing, it doesn't have to be, but just showing how much action can come from the daily time frame once you get into momentum, which is higher regions. So look at that. I'm not saying, but I mean, so what it is telling you is we could push up here, which is interesting. So we're just kind of, laying the groundwork that there is room for movement to the upside here for Bitcoin. All right. Despite it being starting to, but it is starting to get a little extended. I would have liked more in my history of watching the Stokes and price. I would have liked to have gotten more of a push, in my humble opinion. Like, it would have been nicer to get a little more of a push out of that, and I would have been, because it would have made me feel a little more comfy, specifically to get above these regions of support and resistance too. Like this resistance at 51,800, you could call it 52K. Like, I would love to see us back above that region, Thank you, Sam, for giving life for Patreon, your love and commitment 24/7. We are grateful. You built it, and we will always come. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I think we hit 42K before we bounce. Leverage shakeout, then up. The 10 is beating down price. Definitely a bear flag to me. It is, too. It looks very bear flaggish to me as well. 100%. That's why my wife's printing things and so I'm hearing noise in the background. I don't know what's going on. I think someone's creeping in on me. I'm like, is someone there? And I'm a little on edge after, having to rebuild the stream 3 times and then realizing this is my fault. I've done this before, too. I've done my hundreds and hundreds of days of streaming. I've definitely done this before. So it is what it is. I have to pay the piper for my own pain, and have less views today because I didn't make sure that my VPN was off. It is what it is, and I will pay the fine. I will pay the piper every time, right? Still says there's some errors here though, right? 1036. No, it's been about, so we haven't had an error since 1036. We've been good. Okay. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Yeah, I heard everything. I heard the business, heard the bottom dollar. It's all good. It is what it is. Gotta move forward. Gotta move forward and stay positive no matter what. No matter what. And we're going to have that lemon water and that sip of honey as well. So bigger time frame, daily, it still has room to go. May the water cleanse my spirit, soul, and mind. The blessed water, the H2O, the hydrogen, and the oxygen. What an amazing combination of life mixed in. You're drinking life in a nutshell. Divine honey. Honey is divine, my friend. You still made it work. You still find a way. Perseverance. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Straight out the jar, baby. Yeah, I sip it out the jar till the jar is gone. You guys have been watching me every single day and even on the night streams. That's why I keep it there. You'll do the right thing if you keep the right things around you. Pretty simple. Especially if you're, moving around a lot. Quote unquote ADHD, whatever they want to label people as in this world. Okay, GSX getting back and busy. Look at that thing flying, getting crispy. And a bit of a flag here on the 1 hour. Forgive me for not seeing this sooner. Wow, look at that. So look, what's the measured move here for GX chain? This thing's been busy. You saw what happened to it last time. The only reason it dumped really was the market Bitcoin smash off. And look at this, dude. Tanner Goff donated $20. Tanner Goff. The faithful are still here. Never fear, Sam. We love and appreciate your stream. We love and appreciate you. Stream or no stream. Tanner, thank you so much. Much appreciated to you. The faithful are still here. Never fear, Sam. We love and appreciate your stream. You stream or no stream. What time is your night stream? It's Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Interesting point of water that allowed life to thrive is the crystalline structure when frozen, and its changing density, which allowed life to survive in the frozen oceans of the ice ages. Yes, see, because it changed its density, insane. Anko will teach you so much. It causes the ice to float, which traps the heat within the water below, so microbes could survive. Insane. This guy knows so much about like light retention, your retina, your eye, energy, how we're all made up of vibrational. He would teach a class on like vibrational energy sources. Like the dude's amazing. Much like all the lifers here, shout out to most of the lifers, amazing people, inspired by each and every one of you. And look, the 50 minutes still has room to go. This thing says it wants to continue to rip up. I mean, it's not done yet. The 1 hour also has a little momentum. It's getting high though. It is getting high. It pumped nicely from about 120 all the way back up to $2. Nice 80 cents on 120. EVX also kind of MDT coming out of the falling wedge and moving to the upside. Let's take a look at the show, shall we? Which is Bitcoin. So we're hoping that Bitcoin will break out of this flag. Okay? Can kind of put it in a bull pennant now, see? I almost want to put it here and say it tried to break out, broke back in. But again, top of the same pattern, and that's an M, is it not? And what do we do say about M's that they can break to the downside? That would be the measured move of the M till about this candle or even to these candles here. The measured move of the M pattern, if it does follow suit as an M. Just pointing it out. Now, we are oversold on the 1 hour. Where is the 15? 15 minutes pointing to the upside. Okay. Also, Sammy Cup and Handy strikes again, does he not? How does he do it every single day, every single time? There's not 1 5-minute, 10-minute, and that's what makes my channel different. And people say, oh, that's not a legit cup and handle. Well, you know what? Come and test it, because I've tested so much of what I show you, and I'm here every single day, not just making one video a night or one video every few weeks saying, There's some funny YouTubers out here with some funny tech. Some of them have good TA, but it's like, dude, your TA is not the end all. So this is a possibility that we pump to the upside. Why? Because 15 minutes pointing up, right? I do see some bearish tones, though, as I showed you before, right? Idea that this could be an M. And look what we have hidden inside. It's a shoulder, there's a head, and there's a shoulder. It can be negated. 32% of the time it's negated, but there is a head and shoulders sitting there for Bitcoin. If we dump, then we'll be like, oh, wow, what happened? We're like, well, there's the story. The story was there telling us, hey, I want to go back to 47K600 and make a Bart Simpson pattern as well. This would also coincide with the idea that the 4 hour wants to reset and come down to the downside. This is how you find out if you're bearish or bullish. If the 4 hour decides to bounce off a higher time frame or, a higher support region, 47.8, then we know, okay. But right now, as I said last night, and I went on the stream yesterday, I said, look, every single time the 4 hour was high, 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row here, we got to drop, we got to drop, we got to drop, we got to drop. So you can go against the science, Just like if this was a science experiment and we said, okay, we're going to watch price. We're going to put this oscillator on a digital parameter. We're going to watch the digital parameters and we're going to go what happens each time. So we're scientists right now studying science, right? And we're saying, okay, we're using a control and, okay, here we go. Drops. You're like, wow, every single time this instrument is up in these areas and curving down, we get price action to drop to the downside. Our best case scenario is just a drop here to the bottom of the pattern, which is 46,100. And we usually wick down to scare everybody for some max pain fear. 44,000 could be possible on a wick before they bring us back up. So this is the worst case scenario that I'm building here that I just want to point out. I'm not guaranteeing any of this. I'm just saying, hey, and I'm showing you the probabilities that we do this are high because the last 5 times in a row we did it. Now, the one time that we hit bottom and we actually decide not to, we won't. That's how I'm good at finding bottoms because I'm able to track. Same. Wait, a little different. Because as we move up, it comes gradually. The energy changes gradually. And slowly people just boop. Ghost says we about to pump in the ozone layer and back to the all-time high. Nice contrast shirt, tie, and vest look awesome on the camera. I thought about that. I was like, these really come across nice on camera. It's funny you said that. I thought about the same thing. Got to get a haircut now, though. The dry hair bugs me out. Hold on. I don't use hairspray, but it's just nice not to have the hair, right? Cary Grant in a suit, Ionic photo. I miss old school. LOL, we good at finding bottoms. Boop. Tanner Goff. Shout out to Tanner up in the spot. Skin fade, lifer soon. Yeah, maybe. Going to Florida, might as well get that nice, fresh, young look, right? Thank you very much, Robo. Appreciate you, man, for coming on in. Thoughts on Gala? Yeah, send in a super chat. Let's have fun. So here's the idea for Bitcoin on the 4 hour. 4 hour suggests that we do come to the downside. So watch that 4 hour. It's suggesting we do come to the downside. There's chances that the smaller time frames can break us up out of that. And I've seen this occur as a trader. So what we're looking at, that's why I focus on the 15 and the 1 hour the way I do. So we're watching this falling wedge in the 15 minute, right? Suggesting that we could negate this head and shoulder and break to the upside. 68% chance that this does break up. 68% chance. And also, what we're seeing here, which is beautiful, is swing down to swing down. And we see a swing up to swing up here. And to me, that is a bit of divergence, okay? It's on the RSI and the stochastics RSI. You see a bit of it happening here too as well. This angle is slightly down, but not nearly as down as that angle. So all eyes on this falling wedge, okay? Possible still holding a pennant too. So like we have like a bunch of, I'm showing you 3 patterns. I'm showing you this falling wedge here that we're in, okay? Actually, I'm showing you 4 patterns, all right? Which is pretty nuts. Oh, yeah, so, all right, ET, please, sir. Yeah, thank you for your time and wisdom. Outlook on ICP. Yeah, so look, we're looking at, thank you, Jesse, GTZ. Appreciate that, Jesse. So look at this. We see this pattern here, right, which is the falling wedge, all right, which if it can break up, but to me, it looks bear flaggy. It's just, it's falling wedge, bear flaggy. Bitcoin does this a lot, though, and it tends to break out of these, but I'm not, if it does break out, that's your measured move out, all right? And we're looking at a target somewhere up at, let's see here, $58,000, which would be great, right? Lovely. That would be absolutely lovely. Now, let's zoom in here. So that's the bigger time frame. And we looked at the daily and the 3-day, and there's a chance that this does occur. based on the momentum of the daily and the 3-day chart. 3-day really wants to rip. Last time the 3-day was this low, we ripped 2 times in a row, just like we're high on the 4 hour. So just like I look at the stochastics on the smaller time frames, I look at them on these bigger time frames as well. You see what I'm saying? And so because of all that, you know, I don't go against the Stokes. Like, I trade the Stokes the way they're supposed to be traded, like, and that way I don't use my emotions. It's quite beautiful. It's a lovely way to trade. It's a lovely way to be. So look, 3-day looks beautiful for me. So I see the bigger time frames and I'm like, all right. Also, I saw hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day. There's a chance that we get a move here. Yeah, look at the rising star of the National Football League, Shaquan Barkley. He's amazing. Said he will use the payment application strike to convert all his profits from endorsements and marketing deals into Bitcoin. Odell Beckham Jr., commonly known as ODB, said he would like to take his $4.2 million salary in Bitcoin. Looking sharp, man. It's a vibe. Shout out to EZ. Shout out to everyone here on the stream. Shout out to all my peoples on the live. Let me get this perfectly centered here. There we go. Trying to do it without the headphones would be kind of nice, right? I'll just get smaller earbuds, I guess, that are less invasive, that you don't see as bad, maybe. Yeah. Let's get the whole streaming feel, but it's nice not to have headphones every time. Okay, so we've looked at the daily and the 3-day. They both have good momentum. I like what we're seeing. Now we have to deal with the 4 hour, right? And the 4 hour suggests that we're coming to the downside. Now, I've seen a sideways flag happen while we go down, and that's bullish. That's what I'm looking for, right? They've played that game before, but they've been Bart Simpsoning us, faking them out, making it seem like it's going to happen that way, but it just does not. So that's why. So you've looked at I just showed you the 2 bigger time frames and the bigger pattern, right? Now I showed you that before we zoomed in here. Just try to bear with me. We have this one here and this one here, right? That's forming a bit of a bull pennant if it can stay in it, okay? Now we're going to zoom into the 15-minute so you can see more clear. So see, I've used multiple time frames here. The 3-day, the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15-minute. All in like a few minutes here. Most people won't be able to do this. They don't use enough time frames. A lot of YouTubers I see or if they do, they don't show you this type of stuff. So there's a possibility of a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder there. We are pushing up to the upside here. That could still bounce and get negated. I'll take that away because there's just too much at one point, but that's definitely possible. And I see it, and if I see it, I bring it up because it's possible. That measured move will be some here to 47,600. All right, so we just have that looming, right? Okay. We also have to open this up a little bit. Now, this is forming to be a bit of a falling wedge, and this is a falling wedge on the 15-minute with the stochastics oversold, possibly pointing. Now, they could triple bottom up here. Anything could happen, and we could dump out of here, right? This is a lower momentum. We'd like to see us push up into higher momentum. But we are getting, it says we're getting extended, and there's divergence there, which may, so far is playing out. So there's a 68% chance that this little wedge here on this 15-minute and the stochastic kind of flip back up, and we move to the upside. The measured move here is about 49,500 out of the small wedge. Okay, back to the top of the wedge. Now we go to the 1 hour, right? Which is also getting oversold. And now it could double bottom here. It hasn't flipped, but it's getting extended. Right? It's closer to the bottom than the top for sure, right? Like it started up here, down, up, and then it was here with this curve, and then it came down. So can we get the push? We also, we have a little resistance, and we're bouncing here. So I'd like us to hold 48.5. And again, I went over this the other day. 48.5 was a big region. We talked about it here. Look, this is insane how much resistance, bounce, resistance there, resistance, fell through, bounce there. Now we're getting a bounce. We've been hanging out at this 48.5, 48.400 region for a long time. And look how fast we fall through this now. Look at that. This is a big region for me. We fall through it. It's big support. I feel like someone's watching us. Like the second, I'm like, here's a level of support we don't want to break. And then it starts to break right as I'm talking about it, right? Now, this could be that low wick. They usually get things pretty crazy, right? They bring the 15 and the 1 hour low, and that's usually when I long. So I'll be waiting for this, but 2 days in a row now, I've longed on the stream live, and it's played out very, very well. So we'll watch, and we will see. Does this long play out? I'm not entering yet. I'm watching it. I'll go to the 7 minute and see how extended they can get that. See the 7 minutes high. 7 minute needs to come down now. I'll wait for that to come down. When that finishes off, and I put an alert here, I'll take a look at Bitcoin. But it does say there's a little more downside coming for BTC. I would like Bitcoin not to drop below 48,200, this area here. Even this chop. See this chop? It breaks this chop. That low there is 47,846. It breaks that. We're looking at 47.6. And if it breaks that, you know, we're looking at 47.4, and then the fall all the way back down to 46.5. And then we're talking that same bottom that we've been dealing with. And if we break that, everybody knows what's coming. So that's basically a big line in the sand here. You know, 43 and 42 is what I'm saying, right? So 46,500 is a big deal. Are we coming for it, right? So we will see. We will find out when the 7 minute hits and, you know, market kind of regulates. And so all eyes on Bitcoin. Uneasy stage for Bitcoin for sure. Definitely going to make it harder to trade alts. Alts aren't easy to trade when Bitcoin is sketchy. It's just not. That's just how it is. Alts are way easier to trade when you have a trend. Wiggle room 5% to liquidate over leverage. Use Bookmap. It's me, bro. I'm manipulating the market, trading with my massive BTC positions while you're live. I hope you are. 194 global lifers watching. Thank you so much. Thanks for the 111 karma likes. Just one click truly helps the lifer community. The 2 hour has been the chart for me lately. Someone keeps telling me that, and I want to start playing with it. Remember, we said the 6 hour was bullish for Bitcoin? And it's funny. We were down here, and it said the 6 hour was bullish. I said, let's try it. It would have played out to be a pretty good... we'll go to a different chart, because I got to stay on that 7 minute, right? I just go to like the KuCoin chart, you know. Now, I don't even remember, but we looked at the 6 hour, and I was like, I'll trade the 6 hour. I think I said the 6 minute, the 6 hour. And down here, it said we would get a push to the upside, get in, and get out at the top. Pretty sweet, right? It said we got to 49,475. Interesting. Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers squad, all vowed to convert some of his NFL earnings to the leading digital asset. I think we see 51, 52K today. I love that word, I think. I don't like to use it. Worst word as a trader is to use, I think we see this. I think we do that. Who knows? Let's see the 7 minute hold. Let's see the 10 minute hold. Let's see the 1 hour do. Like, I need to see technical analysis show me stuff. I don't think. Thinking gets you bagged up. Oh, I think Bitcoin's going to 52K today. Really? Did it break 50,800 yet? No. Okay. Then why do you think that? Because I just do. Oh, okay. That's cool. I don't know what's going to happen to Bitcoin. I watch it very closely. This is a double bottom. Some could say that's a double bottom in the one. You could say, hey, we got a double bottom here, and the 1 hour is low. We got to bump to the upside. I'm with you. I'm with you on it. And we're going to hold this flag here. It's a little bit of a bull rectangle so far. If we can start moving back up, right? 15 minutes suggests that we do. And again, back to what I've showed you already, it's all about this falling wedge breaking to the upside. Slight cup and handle here. As funny as I like to be, it is. I mean, I'm not... Sammy cupping handy. No, but like, I mean, how is it? It is. There it is. So... And can we defend that area? This is a very strong level of support and resistance. And we're back to what I was doing. See, I get wrapped into my own TA. It sucks me right back into where we're at, you know. So there we are with Bitcoin. If you need to figure this out, go back, watch this, put your chart on one screen or watch this and then pause it. Set your chart up the same way. Have everything ready to go, right? Public service. Put a croissant in the microwave for 15 seconds before eating it. You're welcome. Subscribe for more recipes. Shout out to Gina Bombina for the amazing breakfast. Build longs, then it could dump once more. It's true. MetaMask DeFi for beginners this Friday. Tomorrow, the MetaMask course for beginners. Might I plug myself so shamelessly? But yes, I will. MetaMask course for beginners every Friday from 1 to 3 Eastern Time. That's New York City Eastern Time. Jump on in, learn how to connect to the forefront 7 chains, AVAX, Avalanche, you know what I'm saying? Get into AVAX Avalanche, get into MATIC, get into Phantom, learn how to get into Solana, learn how to buy Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, and Harmony One. Those are the 7 main chains I will teach you, and everything you learn from those you can take onto every other chain in the game. learn what a high API is, learn what APY is, learn what an LP token is, learn how to stake, learn so much amazing information when it comes to cryptocurrency and just, decentralized finance. I will blow your mind. It'll be an amazing time. I'll see you there. Whoever wants to be there, I will see you there. And if we do go into a bear market, it's the best thing to know. And if we go into a bull market, it's the best thing to know. So I don't care what's happening with the market. Taking this course will pay for itself. I'm telling you right now. Nothing's guaranteed. Obviously, I can't make guarantees, but DeFi pays for itself overall in the long run. If done correctly. If you don't do it correctly, of course it doesn't pay for itself. Strawberry jam on the side, baby. Nobody else seeing the continued rejection from the downward sloping trend line at 49.3? Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely, Anthony. 100%. Cillian Rays would be disowned if I didn't. Oh, Gina can cook over here. Gina PSAs for the higher vibe quality. Life breakfast tips. Celsius X, Crypto Lifer. Nobody would like that, but in reality, Market Maker does not care what people like. Market Maker makes his trades based on the TA. It's true. Check Bitcoin down, Lifer. DJ Porter Rock, I didn't realize it before, but it definitely gets me in the zone with the live fire. Strange. Maybe it does. I agree with Grace Ashley Harris about the headphones, but DJs are biased. The headphones are such a vibe. Interesting. All right. Because you all know I'm listening to the music. So it's kind of like, all right, he's in the zone right there. He's not like a news guy with no headphones, right? I've been on Algo and Atom BTC pairs at the bottom. So far, doing damage. Seeing too many people being bullish at the moment. Really want to see a high volume pump above 52K. Honestly, like I've said this before and many, many, many times. I'm a trend trader. And everyone should be a trend trader. Not even just me. It's like a trader should trade with the trend. And like until we get a higher high above 59,000, I'm bearish. You know what I'm saying? Until we break this level here at 51,750, 52,000, I'm like, come on. Like until we break this resistance at 53K, like there's so much that has to happen for me to continue to remain bullish, to even begin to be bullish. I'm trying to call a bottom here, like a place where I feel like we won't go down any longer. Then we can talk about where we're going. So like I called this bottom here. I called this bottom here. Actually, I basically, 32.4, 31,000 here area. We would wick down to 28. It got hairy. But I still eventually say I believe that's the bottom when I found the divergence and say, hey, let's rock on out. We nailed it. We nailed this bottom for sure. Like by this time I had been weathered and trained by Bitcoin, and I called this bottom here again. What I don't like to see is go to the weekly time frame. I'll show you something that's worrying me a bit. In a bull run, in any run, in a good run, right? It's very unlikely that we break the 50 moving average. Whatever just happened, don't know, but we'll figure it out. Also wanted to see a bigger chart too. Somehow I deleted price action. But what I'm pointing out here is in a bull run, like see this bull run here? We came down, we bounced off the 50. When we broke the 50, that's usually when we started a bear market. You see that? We got above the 50, things came good again. We bounced. When we broke the 50, down. 50 is kind of like the 144 weighted in a way, like we talked about yesterday. So see how the 50 just cracked this level and starts to move up to the upside? Boom, right? Here how we bounce. Here we get close, we bounce. We're playing with the devil here. That's the 50-day right there, and we are on it. So in my humble opinion, like candles closing below the 50-day moving average, 44,000, 42,000, it's not good. It's not a good sign. So like we either bottom here or there's more downside in my humble opinion. You get it? We either bottom here or there's more downside. I mean, I guess I could give a couple candles lower here, but on the weekly, we really can't have a candle close below the 50-week moving average. You see that? 50 because every time it's held nicely, this red line, my 50-week. So I'm putting that out there as well. Something on my radar. Like all the other times we didn't break it. As low as, look, we got to the bottom, and that's another way to call a bottom. Like we get to that 50 and you're like, all right, same. You could have said the same thing here. Either we have a bottom or we're going down. And we're kind of at that level now. So I feel like there could be more fear out here. Like I feel like the fear is there, but there could be more. Like they let us off a little too easy. Whenever that happens, like 29 now for the last few days, like I think we should have stayed down here in 13. I also think the fear is more at a 22, 21. Like, I don't feel 29, honestly. But again, people are getting cushy. Leverage traders are jumping back in too fast. If Bitcoin was a person, he'd be Rocky. He's got to take a beating, and when no one believes in him, he keeps fighting and rises up to go the distance. It's true. It's true. Let's take a look at our baby MATIC. And any super chats out there, anyone want to talk about a coin, anyone want to teach us about a coin, anyone want to show us something, let us know. Wow, a lot of people in the chat. Shout out to everyone here on the chat. Thank you for coming on in. Hey, Lifer, I'd like to take you up on a laid-back fishing outing when you're in Florida. I'm interested in that sort of thing. I fish the shallow salt water. Yeah, man, I'll be in Sarasota. You're going to be in Sarasota? I'll be near Sarasota. Anyone in Sarasota, let's get a meetup. Let's have like a pizza party or whatever. But like, we should do something fun, you know, an organic vegan party. We'll do it right. We'll do it Florida, Sarasota style. That sounds like a trap, Sam. He's trying to trap me in a fishing gear. Gina, we're gonna have to fly you in. Are you packing? Cause I'm packing. I'm just the worst, man. Packing Satoshis. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate you. Hey, he did it, hey. Shout out to everyone here on the live, and everything's following Bitcoin. Can Bitcoin stay in the flag? Then Phantom will stay in the flag. If Bitcoin can't and Bitcoin flag, dumps down, then Phantom will dump down. This is the market we live in. These are the times that we are in. The 4-hour does not want to hang out. 4-hour wants to take a nice little dump easy. 1 hour wants to pump us up. So, the idea is this. Can we get enough out of the 1 hour that the 4-hour just comes back for a retest of 49.58K or 150, right? Can Phantom get to 186 in this 1 hour pump to the upside? All eyes on the market, all eyes on Bitcoin. Bitcoin moves, the market moves. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance dumping to the downside out of this falling wedge. And this is what we don't want to see Bitcoin do. Bitcoin's kind of in this right now. See that? Some say, oh yeah, but it's a bigger falling wedge. And yeah, I get it. But it's very bear flaggy. And see how this bear flag went down? And this is how you have it. I mean, this is why you got to combine TA with stochastics RSI. This actually says we have more downside, but Bitcoin dominance dumping to the downside. Unreal. People, selling out of Bitcoin a little bit. And we're going to take a look at the ETH BTC pair. That's also going to show us a little something. That pumping. People jumping into ETH saying, hey, I'd rather get some ETH than Bitcoin at this point. I'm sick of it all. Let's take a look at the ETH BTC pair, which we've been talking about since right around these areas on November 20th. And even when we made this pennant down here on July, and we've been trading this for, tracking it for a long time. This falling wedge is breaking to the upside. So far, every wedge, every pennant has pushed up. I do see a target up there. Oh, let me put that back. I do see a target up here at about 0.1, 0.1 Bitcoin, So it's at 0.08 right now. That would almost be a 50% move. And we've been looking at it since here about October 21st and even just since November 20th. It rendered about 20%. Yeah, 20% on the dot there. So, ETH BTC, ETH beating up on Bitcoin, doing its thing. A good sign for the altcoins, as ETH is the mover of alts. When ETH starts to move first, it'll move the rest of the alts. Look at the ETH on the daily. Suggesting a nice little pumpage, right? About to happen here for Ethereum. Target $6,446. Daily time frame says it's a go-go, right? I mean, and despite what Bitcoin's doing, and that's what happens too. ETH will start to push. Altcoin season will make a run, and it's like Bitcoin will turn. Like the whole market will flip for us, or Bitcoin will take us to the downside, and only time will tell. Let's take a look at the dollar index as well. That is flagging on the daily, just like ETH, which is kind of creepy. They both are flagging on the daily. ETH wants to beat up on the dollar, and so does ETH wants to beat up on Bitcoin, and so does the dollar. Usually not a good sign for Bitcoin when the daily wants to pump to the upside. All right. The 3-day is still pointing to the downside, suggesting some downward momentum. The 3-day for Bitcoin doesn't. So I'm trusting the bigger time frame here. But we still got to make it through. Look, I bet it's about to pump. Yeah, see, the dollar wants to pump here. This is what worries me here. The dollar wants to pump. Show you what I see here. kind of a bull pennant at the bottom of the triangle here. Ready to make a pretty big move to the upside. The dollar index. So, quite interesting, to say the least. And my VPN doesn't, it never turns on by itself. But because I never have it on. But if I had it on yesterday, then it will decide to turn on this morning, right? So, I got to remind myself, I got to put a big sign here, VPN, a sticky, and just have it say, check the VPN, always, Super chat, ICP, ETH down, VVS, and Rose. What happened to Polka City? Polka City took a dump city? Ah, man. I hate when people do that and I don't see it. I'm like, you're telling me Polka City dumped on me? Everything dumps, man, eventually. Super chat Rose, Super chat Polka City, and VVS. We'll take a look at Rose, Oasis. So this tells me the dollar wants the pump of the 4 hour. Hope it gets up here and dumps back down, but the daily even suggests that we have a move. It's suggesting that Bitcoin and the dollar pump together, which could be possible for some type of small correlative period, but usually doesn't happen. It's highly unlikely, so, the statistical analysis on that is nay, So we're in this falling wedge here on total, too. This is the entire market cap excluding Bitcoin, with Ethereum involved. And, again, it's just a retracement area. We are bouncing off the 200-day moving average. Good time for a bounce up. Other indicators, including Bitcoin, are showing signs of somewhat close, that was our bottom there. And we made our secondary low here, and we're moving up to the upside. But, we'll see. We will see. Total 3 is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. All the alts. I said I wouldn't want to see the alts go any lower than 680. We're sitting here at 850. We did bounce as low as 760, 770 million, and bounce up to the upside. New coin on KuCoin, GameFi. We'll take a look at that. Love when a new coin comes out on KuCoin. That's always fun. So we looked at Bitcoin. We looked at the dollar index. We looked at Bitcoin dominance. We looked at total 2 and total 3. We've done everything we can in the market today. Throw in US Tether dominance and see what we have there. Dumping on the daily with momentum to the downside. That's a good sign for Bitcoin. What does the 3-day look like? The 3-day is overbought extremely. I'm telling you, that is setting up for fireworks. Last time that happened, we had a beautiful run. Both times. We were very high up here on these levels on the 3-day chart. It's set up for massive runs for Bitcoin. Can we continue a downside and a downtrend here? Thank you. Smoosh that like button. Smoosh it good, baby. Shout out to everyone here on the live. GameFi, new on KuCoin. So let's take a look at Rose, Polka City. I got to look at Polka City because it's close to my heart. POLC, baby. Must be at 80 cents the way you talked about it. 93 cents. Polka City breaking to the downside. Look at the sell-off. People just losing faith in Polka City. The game not fun enough, not enough promotion. What's going down? Yeah, Polka City broke out of what looked like a beautiful, it wasn't the best, but it was a bit of a wedge here. It hit the measured move. Not really, though. Kind of tried to get there. It broke down very hard. And I mean, now look, M pattern. And it broke to the end of the M here. Sad, because there's not much more resistance till we get to 57. Polka City could crash hard. Man. These little micro cap, man. 388 and snatch it out. I did 10x in this thing at one point. Should have taken it. That's one thing. I own way too many coins. If you want to learn from me, just like I don't do all the 100%. I don't do 100% right all the time. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do would say is financial advice. I also make mistakes. Let's be honest here. I'm a human being. Learn from my mistakes. I don't mind talking about them. I don't mind bringing them up. I hold too many coins. Definitely, there's a time when you just have to slow it down. The live stream makes me want to be in everything all the time. It can hurt you. It could benefit you too. Then I get lucky and make some wins, that kind of cover it. But you got to, I guess lucky or prepare. I don't know. Open up enough doors. Eventually, one's gonna have a gem in there. So, moving forward, let's take a look at Rose Oasis, which has been very bullish the last few weeks. Look at this trade for Oasis going all the way up. We said 134%. It wicked all the way up to that, came back down. So we already nailed Oasis for a beautiful trade. Shout out to anyone that jumped into that trade. It was opened around here on November 15th. closed on the 21st 6-day trade to make 138% gains on Rose. So let's see what we see for Rose now. Rose went into price discovery. Beautiful kind of parabola here. Broke the parabola, came back down. It's a good time for a fib call here. So right here, look, bouncing. Oh, wait. So look at that. Bounce off the 618 right there. Now it's holding the 0.5 fib, and it's oversold on the 3-day time frame. Daily even has some momentum. And we're in this kind of, what you could say, a wedge that fell out and wedging on top. Yeah, I like this. That's what I'm looking at. And why I'm able to do that is because, for years I did this. For years I did that, and I've gone back and forth. So I have years of experience playing with these ideas of what could and couldn't be. And so what I do is I make another wedge out of the wedge. That's bullish. My mentor taught me, whenever you see a wedge breaking out of a wedge, it's usually a very bullish sign. So Oasis is showing signs of bullishness. That's also a cup and handle. And this is why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy, because I'm going to find the cup and handle. It's going to be there. Can you find it is the question. I found my cup and handles, right? I pushed my stone to the mountaintop. Now I got to keep holding it there. Why don't you come on and join me and push your stone on up? Tell that boss of yours that you're done, that you're going to move on to trading, and it's time to give it up, Someone mentioned a company party earlier. Company party. Actually, I was in the TV industry. Everyone just got trashed and had fun, and a lot of cool, fun, interesting, creative people in my industry. So I usually had fun. Company parties weren't too shabby. I remember the last one. I just got my butt whipped playing pool by one of the TV producers who was just unreal. I'm pretty good too once I'm turned on, but I just couldn't catch it that night. And he had that momentum, and I just never could get rolling. Couldn't get rolling. Couldn't get enough to get rolling. So this is what I'm looking at here for Rose, Oasis. Let's take a look at the indicators. The 1 hour suggests that we do get a pump here. But again, all eyes on Bitcoin. Every trade suggests what Bitcoin's doing. And we want to know what Bitcoin's up to. And that's why we spend so much time on Bitcoin. On all these live streams and every day here, because that's it. It's BTC, baby. That fib was so big that I couldn't actually look at the chart, right? So I'm going to attempt to pull the fib again, and that's why I always like to mark the bottom. I talk about this. They kind of try to mark it for you there, but it's good to mark it yourself. Make the fib nice and small, and you can always readjust that top area. But holding, if you pull the fib there, golden pocket, holding above the 618. Pretty interesting, right? From that impulse. And it can be arbitrary depending how you're looking at it. And that's the thing, This fib, you can say we came all the way back down. I actually don't. There's nothing wrong with pulling the fib from here too and saying, we're at the 786 and we're kind of at the 706 from this initial pump, right? But that's what I call a mini fib and then a big fib. You can pull a bigger fib and a mini fib. See where you're at on bigger and smaller levels of Fibonacci. All right, that's another thing that takes time to learn as a trader. You don't just know your Fibonacci immediately. Oh, this and that. I owe you 1 hour. Oh, there's a mini fib. There's a big fib. There's this and that. It all comes with time. All right. And I saw a trader the other day talking on his channel, and I completely agreed with him. He was like nothing. Nothing can represent or nothing can substitute time in the market. You could watch as many YouTubers. You can watch me till you're blue in the face. You can hang out with the lifer. You can learn. You can take all my teachings, all the classes, right? But it's you could take my MetaMask course all you want. Until you stake an LP and actually start swinging crypto around, you're not going to see any results, right? Nothing's going to happen. Same idea with the trading course, and same idea with watching technical analysis. Watch all the TA you want. Stare at it, play with it, until you start to get your hands dirty yourself And put time in the market means there's money you own in the market. That's what time in the market means. You're actually buying and selling things. You have time in the market. You're never going to truly develop a trading style that you truly can trust in, though. And then you can never really be able to kind of, when the whole market's staring you in the face, dig deep and pull out that one thing that's going to say, hey, this is my system. This is what I'm doing. I'm sticking to it, right? Every trade depends on Bitcoin right now. I just want to reiterate that. Every single trade. Is Rose on KuCoin and Binance, or am I misspeaking here? I believe it is on both, but I don't know. I could be completely miss. I know it for sure is on Bitcoin. It may not. It may have never had to go to KuCoin because it was like, why? There we go, though. They got it. Yeah, KuCoin was like, no. We need you. Come on over here. Come on over here. So Rose on the radar, but remember, every trade depends on the BTC guy, right? Now let's get into these fun super chats. I'm seeing a lot in there. I'm having a blast. The chat is pumping. Each and every one of you are here. We're rocking. We got through the tough times. It's time to be amazing. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers. Thank you for jumping on in and being a part of the live stream. 219 people watching. And if I didn't mess up, we probably would have 300, but it is what it is. I made a mistake. It is what it is. I hate when I have to eat. You have to eat your own mistakes. That's what's cool, too, about being my own. You know, I'm at my own job. There's no one to yell at me. There's no boss to say you did it. It's on me. Like, I just have to be like, man, I got to check that VPN in the morning, man. I got to check that VPN in the morning or I'm going to have an issue. So we looked at Focus City. We looked at ICP. You want ETH down. Actually, we didn't look at ICP. Let's take a look at ICP. ICP. Garbage coin, in my humble opinion. Garbage. Complete garbage. Let's see what happened, though. What were we doing? Looks like we were doing some vector scoping here. What the? I was out of my mind here, huh? No, let's take a look. So it formed a bottom, and I kept saying, but who knows? It could go even lower. You never know. And, you know, it's funny that it has gone even lower to 24. When it was sitting at 38, I was like, you never know. This thing could go lower. It's double bottoming here. It's trying to form this pennant, rounded bottom-esque, right? And if we look at the daily and the 3-day, yes, it's oversold. It needs to reverse. But again, like, what if enough people just sold this off? People waited for years for this coin, and then when it came out, it got, like, dumped on. Like, it was kind of crazy. Like, it's supposed to have so much more going for it. One second, I just have a picture here for extra water, man. Man and woman. The woe of man. The woo of man. So there's Focus City in a nutshell there. VVS. People keep asking me about VVS. Let's take a look at it here on CoinTrader Pro. Hopefully it pops in there. CoinTrader Pro, a great place to jump on in. Check out what's happening. VVS. VVS Finance for the US dollar. Wow, this thing took a dump to the downside. I couldn't believe it. I haven't looked at it yet because I kept saying I can't find a chart. It's funny. It faked them out. Made them feel like it was going to make a bull pennant here. Look at this. I always felt like this thing was like when everyone was like, oh, I'm getting VV. When I see the whole market talking about something, I'm like, oh, that's probably going to get a dump. It actually was in a bull pennant, though. Definitely would have fooled me, but that's why you got to use a stop loss. Some people say, how? Well, I don't know how. That's the thing when staking. People get all into the staking reward. Be careful with staking. I'm being honest. Like, if you're going to learn DeFi, take my DeFi course, man, where I teach you, like, the ins and outs. I teach you impermanent loss. Like, find out what risks you're taking. Most people have no clue. They just see this big APY, 5,000%. Oh, and, like, I've been through it. Like, I've gone in and out. I've been hacked. You name it. Like, not me personally, but like I had $25,000 worth of bunny that was one night. I woke up the next day. I was worried my cake was gone too, which was way more than that. And I was like, I was hyperventilating. I ran downstairs, got my cake, extracted it to learn too that I had lost 25K of wealth that like I could have taken just 2 days before. Bunny went up to $500. Bunny was a crap token, really did nothing at all but get you Bunny back. Like, and it was like, Bunny will be the best. And you're like, well, it was such a new thing. You're like, well, maybe it will be. Maybe I should hold on to my Bunny. I don't know. And it's like, dude, take money off the table. I've learned the lesson so many times to take money off the table. And I probably learned it again. It's a tough lesson. When you're euphoric, when you're seeing big money, it's not easy. I've seen 50K, 100K. Like, I've been in trades up 50,000, 70,000 one trade, you know. I put $4,000 in something, it's 80 grand. I put $5,000, it's 100 grand. I'm sitting there like, damn, like, oof, you know. And like, you know, that trade too, eventually 80, 90 grand, 130, 100 with Bunny, 136,000. Insane what I've seen in this game, man. You have no idea. I've been tested by the greed. I've been tested by the downs. I've had no money. I've had tons of money. I've been in and out. My life has been a true test of what it means to know and understand the human condition. Like, and I just keep pushing forward. The teacher, the student, right? I've been the recalcitrant baby, right? Who didn't get his way. I've been the humble shepherd who helped his friends. Like, and I continue to learn every single day and know that God has a path for me. And it's with YouTube and with each and every one of you. And thank God I'm here on an actual journey, on life, on destiny, smelling the breeze of the fresh sea breeze as I'm captaining my ship through the waters with my lifers. I'm telling you right now, I feel so blessed every moment that I'm here. Cheers to each and every one of you. Thank you for your life. Thank you for your love. And thank you for your constant support and your constant dedication to the Crypto Lifer. I just feel inspired today, and I love each and every one of you. And thank you for everything. Let's take a look at GameFi. Let's take a look at Glitch. Let's take a look at ETH down. I mean, ETH down depends on BTC down, right? And so it's all the same. ETH down looks bad. On the daily, it's super low, and the daily's super high, suggesting you get even lower to the downside. 1 hour might give you a little bit of a pump here. Ooh. 1 hour might give you, I don't know. It's kind of bear flagging a little bit here. Doesn't look too healthy to me, honestly. I don't know. I wouldn't play it. Possible shoulder, head, and shoulder too there. Look at that. Some bearish signs for this, for sure. That definitely suggests that the market doesn't want to dump. This could continue down, right? PCal for the super chizzy. Well, I see it before y'all. Let's wait. I think Turtle Finance is garbage, man. I never got into it. Sorry. I don't know anything about it, actually. I don't want to fight it. I'm not into it. It's not my thing. I'm not into Turtle Finance. I'm just not, you know. What is ETH down? Can you explain it real quick? ETH down is a 3x leverage down token that you can trade on Binance. When Bitcoin goes when Bitcoin goes down 1%, you make 3%. Or it's like putting 3 times the money in the trade. However, you can't get liquidated like a normal liquidation. So it's like it's training wheels for leverage traders who want to short the market. It's a short leverage trade on Bitcoin. Yeah. In a nutshell. I understand the ups and downs. Just lost 2/3 of my crypto. My account got suspended because the O. My account got suspended because of what? Because of the O? What does that mean? Okay, thank you. Yeah. What was your highest total percentage gain? Mine was 27,000%. That's pretty crazy. I think I've made something crazy like that. I mean, 100x. What's 100x? I've 100x before, so whatever you want to call that, you know. Looks like you 270x or something. I don't even know what 27,000x is. 27,000. Well, 7,000. Oh, yeah, 7,000. 1,000 is a 10x. So you did 270x. That's pretty crazy. I've done 1,000x, right? 1,000%. I don't know anything about Turtle Finance either. Thanks for your opinion. Yeah, Victoria VR has retraced nicely. Do you think it will have another leg up? Thanks for bringing it up. I like when people do that and help the channel grow. Do you have any advice for the one I don't like to give anyone portfolio advice for any reason. I don't give portfolio advice. What I am is a teacher. What I am not is a financial advisor. I will not go over your portfolio. I won't tell you what to buy or sell, and I won't kind of guide you with your money. I'm not a financial advisor, and it's not what I want to do. I have no desire to do that. I want to watch you learn cryptocurrency, learn technical analysis, and fly like a bird. Go your way, do your thing, right? 15-minute is triple bottoming here, double bottom here now. Also, now we're getting even stronger divergence. Look at the 7-minute. Can the not really. Damn, thought it would be nice there, but not really. Slight divergence, but not really. 15-minute is suggesting that this bottom is a bottom, though. It's trying to get there, but people are just like, no. Some market maker really wants to buy up 48,000 area. I tell you what, I don't want to see us break 48K. We do. We're coming right down here to 47.8, and then we can talk about 47.4 and 46 and all that fun stuff. So, big level to watch. Let's keep holding. Getting close to my entry. One more flip. I believe this is where honestly, let me see. Could be some more downside. Let's watch this 15-minute flip. I'd like to see it break up. Once it breaks up here, maybe I'll catch the fake out. I'd rather get faked out by the fake out. We'll see. That will solidify at least that this level hold at 48,000. You know, again, I don't want to see 48K break. All right. Let's go to GameFi. We looked at VVS. Let's look at GameFi. New on KuCoin, baby. Love it. Brand new coin coming out on KuCoin. GAFI. Ooh, this is what I like too. You know I like these consolidative. We've made some money on these before. VR did some damage on one of these. And again, how do you find the measured move? Take the whole pull. Don't be shy. Wick to wick, whatever you got, and swing it up. Nothing else you can do, right? You got very little support and resistance, right? You just go on your TA, right? Very little support and resistance, possible inverted head and shoulder, not really a guarantee, possible, somewhat possible. And could we get a break to the upside? And that's when you want to look at this 15-minute. It's a little high here. 15 minutes is going to be a substantial time frame for a brand new coin. $160. It just came out at 135, went all the way high to 190. Not too bad where it's sitting. The measured move could get you all the way back to 223. Brand new coin on KuCoin. We'll be watching closely. A new coin to play with. It's like daddy's got a new toy, right? That's how it feels like every time we get one of these. Brand new to the exchange. Now, when a coin comes new to the exchange, there's heavy volatility to it. We see some massive pumps. We see some massive dumps. We see a lot of up and downs with it. So they're high risk, right? But they're also high reward, and they can get some movement. And when Bitcoin's kind of funky and doing stuff, we've seen that a newer coin can get some action, right? A newer coin can get some action. So there's GameFi. Thank you for putting that on the radar. Let's take a look at Glitch. Our baby Glitch. It's been a while since I looked at Glitch. It pumped back in the day when we looked at it. Where are we at now with Glitch? Now, Glitch is in a falling wedge, just like Bitcoin here. A little more aggressive of a flag there, though. It wants to move to the upside. I see a measured move here if it can take the bigger flag, and then it has a smaller move of just a smaller flag, right? Two suggestive areas of support and resistance. Yeah, stretch it back up to the actual resistance point. So there you have that. Glitch, interesting. Let's take a look at it on the 4-hour. It's coming down. Keep going sideways. Could flip. We'll see. A little bit of a cup and handle here. Well, a lot of alts did bleed pretty hard, right? No matter what happened. We nailed Glitch here for the open. And we nailed it. Look, for 300% gains. It hit the exact target. Insane. No stop loss got hit when we traded that trade too. Unreal. So I think that was my measured move actually here. I don't know if I got the whole thing, but that thing just continued to rip. Look at Glitch, man. In at about 65, went all the way up to about what, $2.99, $3, 5x in real quick. Unreal what we saw. And that was in November 14th. It was just like, it's a month ago now, but it feels like it was just yesterday. And this thing would come all the way back down to 85. It's like the market maker's like, oh, I didn't have any fun. I'm going to take everything down again. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. Luckily, like a lot of my coins are in large cap. Bitcoin, and you know, half my money's in Bitcoin. So I didn't take a beating like most accounts took. However, I still took a beating, like a $300,000 beating in general, overall on my whole account. That night when Bitcoin dumped the way it did, there was no way to like. I went to bed. I took a hot bath that night because the market had just been like, you know, going in and out, had been beating me down. So anyway, yeah. Wow, I've been stuck on my screen for an hour. Ride EGLD pumping up to 1, doing damage now on the Meyer app. Ride EGLD Meyer. On ARDA, board swap, ARDA.run. Interesting. As Ride finally makes its debut, ARDA. Let's take a look at these are charts for EGLD. All right, EGLD even dumping a little bit. Oh, wait, massive dump for EGLD. What's going on? 275? No, is that real on these charts? Did EGLD just really take a dump like that due to the Meyer? So people sold the Meyer for Ride. They sold their EGLD for. Damn, man, that's a pretty big chunk. I hold a fat chunk. 50 bones is a lot. 5 racks for me, real quick. Damn, man, you Meyer fiends, killing my EGLD price. The Ride heads. Let's take a look at the price of Ride here on the US dollar. Thank you for giving that in and putting that out there. Wow, I got pumped and dumped. What a bunch of douches. I never chase these like when they come out. I wanted to chase it, and then something told me to be careful. Told me just to chill. It said just stake it for a week and then sell it. You know, get that LKMX thing and then stake it. Someone in my whole group had this cool idea, and I thought it was a good idea. I read through what he was saying, and I said, man, this dude's got a solid plan. You know, can I add? I want to add like. Usually you can add. I want to add a smaller time frame here to see what's really going down here. Wow, they dumped it all the way back to 138. Came out at 36 cents though, 31 cents. If you did get in at the very beginning and you had 15-minute candles, so even on the 2-3 minute candle, that's why I want to see the smaller candles. But 36 cents all the way up to 767. I mean, unreal, right? In a minute, these VCs just went from 36 cents, basically 20xing your money, right, like that. You're still up, actually, which is crazy, almost a 5x from here, about a 4x at least. I mean, that's nuts. That's nuts from the dumpage. Seems like it could be holding its level pretty well. ARDA, Ride just came out. This is Hollow Ride, right? The new craze for EGLD. Dumping the EGLD price, though, is Hollow Ride, which is sad. Not supposed to happen like that, right? Also, look at that 4-hour wants to come to the downside. EGLD was high at 345. Damn, man. I was thinking about getting out last night, too. I'm in a long-term trade, and I'm just like, when do I finally pull the plug on something? Should have taken a little bit of profit last night. I'm going to start writing down, like, I have a goal now. I wrote down a goal. I want to own a house in Sarasota, Florida, right? That's my goal. I want to own a house in Florida, make that my initial address, right? No income tax. How beautiful is that, right? Immediately save money. No income tax in Florida. Remember that. Like, so that state income tax immediately wiped off your paycheck. For me, that's amazing, right? Especially for a business owner, great, right? So, yeah, and I'm sure there's more incentives for running a business in Florida. So I'm just interested in possibly moving to Florida, you know, maybe long term in the longer scheme of things. So I'm looking at it. I'm definitely looking at it. I've always been a beach guy. I've always wanted to be by the water. I've always loved that idea. I've spent my whole life on the East Coast dealing with the winter. I probably will miss the seasons and all that, but I could do I could do a 5-6 year bid, you know. So let's take a look at Bitcoin now. What are we doing here? It's respecting the move, and we're getting the 15-minute pump that I suggested we would. And honestly, I was like, man, you got to long that, right? So I'm on a long now. Like, I should have long earlier, but I long now. 48.6. The old me always longs when we're low down here, right, and takes the shot. They had me a little frazzled this morning. I think maybe it was from the stream and just everything going on. But yeah, I mean, there's the push that we were looking for. That's what I wanted to see, the 15-minute break, this falling wedge, and break to the upside. This cup and handle, get all the way back up to 49,500. Now, again, we're going to have to break this level and that level, and we'll see. These are our micro lows. But this is what we were looking at, and here it is, ready to rock. I mean, it was out already on the chart, too, so it wasn't like I wasn't already thinking of the long, banging, banging, banging. This is why I use my system. This is why my system works pretty well. Stochastics with the 15-minute and the 1 hour. Now, the 1 hour's got to flip on us. We should start to get the turn here now and boom to the upside. That would be beautiful, and see how much we get. If we can't break this previous high, then forget about it. It just becomes a nil point of view, just, a little pump for no reason. But if we can get above 49,500, it'll be more substantial. So all eyes on my green line up here. I'll keep the all the crypto lifers posted on that too. Ride per EGLD, 164. Slippage, balance. I'll tell you right now, you got 4,000 ride, right? You bought them right now at 1139. 4,000 ride, right? Let's see. 4,900 ride. At 160 ride per EGLD, right? And EGLD, let's just say you went in now at 294. Right? How many EGLDs, though? That's what we need to know, right? I remember you saying $4,000. I remember you saying 10 grand. And you got divided at 350, but you told him to chill, but he said, whatever, hodl, right? Let's just say you had 28 EGLDs. You divide that by, or you times that by 164. That's about 4,685, which means you would have paid 350 in the long run, right? Divided by 164, about $2.13 a ride in the long run. When you made the purchase, you definitely, EGLD was 294, and you got 164 of them. So it looks like you paid about $179 a ride, which ain't bad. I mean, I think in the long run, you did pretty well. I could be wrong. I'm just looking at it. I could be wrong. I'm just trying to help you out, Rodney. Just trying to help you out. Wow, that pin bar was fast-lived. Look at that. That was a fake out and a half. See, 7-minute gets extended. That's probably what happens. Yeah. Now you look for the flag on the 7-minute. Same scenario over and over again. Bigger, smaller time frame. It's all the same. It doesn't change. ETH one day had a barometer apart from Bitcoin. Does ETH one day have a barometer apart from Bitcoin? No, not really, no. Bitcoin runs the show. Let's take a look at METACEX. BitBoy has a testimonial. Thank you, big boy. Lifer, remember METACEX? You told us about it more than a month ago. I checked, and it's up 100x. I was up like 400x. Made like 40K. Because of you. Dope, man. I love when people do that. Throw me a G. Where's my grand at? You know what I'm saying? I love when people are like, yo, I made 40 grand because of you, man. Cool, man. Thank you, man. That's the point, man. I appreciate that. 40 grand off the channel. That's the thing. You might just hear something from the channel. Just coming to the channel. It's a place where you will get paid, right? If you're listening, you're smart, you write things down, you do due diligence, it's just another add-on to help you find your way through cryptocurrency. This live stream is just another place to come and get busy, right? Just another place to come to get busy. But wow, man. METACEX. Let's take a look at METACEX. METACEX. It's kind of funny, right? METACEX. The new era of crypto. METACEX.com. A digital Silicon Valley in the metaverse. Track MetaDex on DTools. Buy METACEX on Uniswap, right? Damn. Was up 400x. I made 40K because of you. That's pretty cool, though. So we're looking at it down here on November 7th. Yeah, 000. And this thing would pump all the way. Wow, yeah, it would do some serious damage. I mean, that's insane. That's the 400x. Then it's still sitting up pretty it's still up pretty good. Wow, look at that. 38,000%. Unreal. 482%. 500%. Still up a 5x. Unreal. That's interesting. Thank you for saying that, big boy. You're the man, dude. He made 40K. Look at that. In November. Just this month. It can happen to you, my friends. It can happen to you if you stick to the grind and you don't give up, right? And you got to believe in yourself and believe it's going to happen. Back on this green pin bar, let's see that action. 15 minutes pointing to the upside. So Stochastic says we get the push to the upside. Watch this cup and handle that Sammy has planned. That's a new one. I didn't try that one before. Sammy planned the cup and handy. And this is 3 days in a row I've played a cup and handle that's popped to the upside. 3 days in a row. Like, can today be the third day in a row that we get? And we just get these little moves, right? Just stashing away little moves for next time, right? That's it. $15-minute and the 1 hour Stokes are both low. For a nice move to the upside. I like what we're seeing here. We obviously have to break some resistance, but, you know, so far so good. That reminds me of a fog bell when you're out there on the ocean and you're going by the bell. Yeah, but that's not sustainable, honestly. Let's look at the Dow finally getting 157 and doing its thing, getting a pump out of this wedge. It's funny. Look how we drew this wedge and suggested that we would get a pump. See, I said we were flagging. I said we're flagging on the Dow. And the 4 hour was oversold. See? 4 hours oversold on the Dow and we began to flag. It's just like Bitcoin. It's just like the altcoins. Look, falling wedge, break to the upside, right? Everything I teach, you can learn, you can use everywhere. And now look, the Dow's flagging, which is actually a good sign while it's oversold on the 7-minute. Some more love for the Dow, 155 on a Thursday. So the Dow Jones, even looking pretty sweet. Could give some love for Bitcoin, you know. And I'll keep the Patreons posted on Bitcoin for the 15-minute and the 1 hour time frame. Litecoin, nice haircut. I haven't got one yet, but I need to go get one. Thank you. I did comb my hair, though. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. This is the best day ever. Shout out to Big Boy. You're the man, dude. Since Lifer talked about it, 35 days, man. Unbelievable. Big Boy truly gives us all inspiration. Congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing. 40K, man. A 40K day for my man. Big Boy, dude. Banging on him. And that's stored in the testimonials. PCal. I saw your scallop call here the other day. $10 super chat. Hold up. $10 super chat for my man PCal. Good morning, Crypto Lifer. Could you check out Scallop? LOL. Also learned hard lesson with setting a stop. Lost below the resistance line. Got stopped out just at 0018 below my stop loss on EXRD. We'll keep playing. Learn to win. Thanks for all you do. Anytime, man. Anytime. We'll take a look at both those Scallop and EXRD because I like your sentiment and I like the way you talk, man. Appreciate you, and thank you for coming on into the live. We'll take a look at Scallop. Actually, that's showing signs of bullishness right there. Just small time frame. Right off the bat, when I see this, you know, I see some type of pennant here. Bigger time frame, I see a pennant too. You know, a bigger idea here. So, interesting. 2 pennants in a row. Let's see what we see here on the daily time frame. See, it looks like I have some action here. So, I'm looking at this closely. Cup and handle for Scallop. If I see it break up, we can go 169% gains. Daily is pushing to the upside. Let's take a look at that 4 hour. 4 hours not in our flavor right now, suggesting that we may go a little more sideways or down even. I'll be watching Scallop. It couldn't really... It tried to push up. It definitely it hit resistance and broke down. Now it's at resistance again. It could break down again. So we'll be watching Scallop maybe for a double bottom here. It's already in a giant double bottom. Again, all eyes on Bitcoin to see where Scallop could eventually go, right? All right. God's KuCoin pumping. just a little look. Yeah, Gods is doing its thing. Sea-War, we'll take a look at Gods Unchained. We'll take a look at that. We'll also take a look back at EXRD. Keep an eye on MetaPets, up 60% the last 2 days. Think it's got some brewing yeah, you know, M-Pets. I'll get them here on CoinMarketCap, yeah. I'll get it. I'll find it. MetaPets, yeah, MetaPets. I liked MetaPets when it first came out. Half Pizza's been trending. Half Pizza's been around making its move. Look at MetaPets, they're trending today. Up 3%. Look at the tiny market cap it's got, though. Tiny market cap. Only on PooCoin for MetaPets. Let's take a look at that. See, I grabbed that contract address. Things you got to learn on the DeFi course. Wow, this thing dumped, though. But hey, maybe you could start pumping to the upside. You never know. I don't own any of this. I don't know anyone in the team. You know, this is just we're just talking about coins here. If it could break up, it could break all the way back to its upside. There is some move there for MetaPets. I'm not all over this right now. I need to see some, like, I'd like to see it get above here, break up, come back for resistance, and bounce. 800% gains, though, and 8x possible for MetaPets. You heard it first. He just threw it out there, you know. VLaunch has a whitelist for their first IDO starting on 12 p.m. Yeah. And also, I have a video coming out about a cool new NFT. It's coming out today at 3 o'clock. Please watch that video. Run it up. The more videos you run up, the more you let people know about it, the more you share it, the more you get these videos out there, the more people kind of hire me for videos. And the more my channel grows and the more I get to give back and the more I can do. So help me help you, help the channel. It really, really helps. This video coming out today at 3 p.m. Please share it, like it, send it to as many people as you can. Blast it off on social media. Do what you got to do. I'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right? Does ETH one day have a barometer? I don't know what he means by that, but no. Right? Crypto Lifer equals 2022 dreams come true. I hope so. Testimonials. Your video title about Bitcoin. You are talking other things. No, it's time-stamped, and you can go back to the beginning, and we spend like over an hour on Bitcoin. If you're new to the channel, get with the channel, and please don't criticize the way I run my show. Half Pizza been trending on CoinMarketCap for a week. He sees who likes his videos. Yeah, Gina, send me that report every week. I want to see the report. I want to know who's not liking the video. I want to know. I want a full report. Gina has a way of knowing who and who is not liking the videos. I don't know how she does it, but she does it. You don't want to end up on the you know, the bad Santa list, do you? You know, everybody wants a Santa, a little gift for Christmas. If you've been a good lifer, you know. Look at this falling wedge here on ADA. And we've been talking about this being a cup and handle with a move back to 360 anytime now would be nice. Take a look at the 3-day chart, and the 3-day suggests eventually we're going to get that push to the upside. 3-day chart is an amazing chart. It takes so much patience to trade the 3-day and to understand the 3-day and to be a 3-day trader. But once you do it, once you've done it a few times, it becomes amazing. Can you look at sound again? OJ, everybody better like this video. I like the show, and Sam has direct contact with Santa. Just saying. Me and Santa are like this. All right? We missed you in Bozilla live stream a few nights ago. He was shouting you out and asking for you. Bullish Kenny G. Shout out to my man, Bozilla, man. He's the man, dude. I'll shout him out. He's not on all my streams. You know, I feel him. I can't be everywhere at once. I was probably tutoring, teaching, or maybe hanging out with my daughter, reading her a book. He goes on late, around 9, 10 o'clock, right? I've been going to bed 11, 12 o'clock, you know? When the market rips, I sleep 4 or 5 hours. Now that the market's, you know, we got to watch Bitcoin and some other coins, like, I'm getting a little bit of sleep. That's the only good thing about this, you know, slow little correction here. Give me a little bit of my sleep back. But, you know, you think, oh, I'm not more stressed because less sleep. You know, there's a balance. There's a balance. But there's Cardano. Target is 367 for Cardano. The old Cardano. Me and Cardano go way back. I used to take her out dancing. I love Cardano. She was my first love. We had spaghetti and meatballs on the side of the street. I always remember it. It was out of a can. Can you please summarize the Fed news in short? Sorry. Forgot to like earlier. Well, we spent a lot of time on that yesterday. Like, that's all we did yesterday was talk about the Fed news. But it is in the title. Let's talk a little bit about the Fed news. Can you look at Gamma or Kappa? It's to do with satellite pixels for sale. Interesting. Satellite pixels for sale, Gamma or Kappa. Interesting. Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson, when I stomp your foot. Remember that? And The Simpsons? Mr. Thompson. You will smile and nod. He's in the witness protection program, and he just doesn't get that, like, he's supposed to be Mr. Thompson. He's like, when I stomp on your foot, you will smile and nod. It's so funny. And he's like, Homer's finally like, dude's like slamming on his foot. Homer's like, I think he's talking to you. So funny. Always reminds me of that when I see Mr. Thompson, right? That's what happens when you have like a recall of memory where everything has to be recalled back to something else. It's annoying. It's fun and annoying, right? It works, but it doesn't work. Like, so. What's the mood now? Do we have a relaxing mood, an epic mood, a dreamy mood? Are we dreamy right now? Dreamy house? EXRD with the nice pump to the upside from 23 all the way back up here to 34. Telling you, when they think the market's coming back, these coins are all going to start to fly back. I see this going up to a bean soon, and it's oversold on that 3-day chart. So 3-day chart speaks to me, my friends. It speaks to me. It talks a whole new language. EXRD on the radar, and definitely something that I'm looking at. I hold a big old bag of this. I love EXRD. Erratics. They're coming out with a lot of new games too on Erratics, and there's more coming where that came from. So watch out for Erratics, and watch out for their whole team. Radical. They have like a radical new NFT game, play to earn game. There's a lot coming out on Erratics. I'm telling you right now, it's faster than Solana, more scalable than all the other blockchains. UFO has entered an alliance with the Horizon, and that's news that can help the token. Can you have a quick look at Phantom, please? I think we looked at Phantom already, but I'll take a look at Phantom, one of my favorite coins. Hey, EXRD, there's Jimmy Phillips. Jimmy, let me going out bowling over here. So let's take a look at Phantom USDT. You ever meet a good bowler, like someone that's really good at bowling? I'm not at all. But have you ever met someone that's really good at bowling? Like, there's just something about a person who's good at bowling. They're usually quite nerdy or attentive. Sometimes on the chubby side. Not every time, but sometimes. I don't know why. Bowling, man. Maybe it's a good solid weight to be at, you know, in that forward belly action when they throw the ball. I'm like making a bias, you know, on bowlers. I just always wished I was a better bowler and that I could be better at bowling. And I'm not. And it's upsetting to me. I believe I could get there if I put in the time, but I just don't ever want to actually sit in a bowling alley as long as I sit trading. So probably won't happen in my life. But, you know, if anyone wants to maybe pick it up with me when I'm like 70 years old, maybe 70 to 90 or until I live to 100, I could put 30 years of bowling in. By 98, I could be the world's greatest senior bowler in the world. Sam Bryce, the crypto lifer. Stepping up to bowl. All my bowls will be these orbs, and I'll be bowling orbs, and like I'll have like flashy lights around, and it'll be insane. And I'll be like, yo, it's the old bowler. He's 95, and he's still bowling. I'm better after 3 beers. Did you cover the chart on MATIC? Let's take a look at MATIC. Fed's been easy on the markets until end of February into March. That's what they're going to do. That's what they say they're going to do. Fed taper into March, ending temporary pandemic inflation. Feds will keep interest rates low for borrowing. Yeah, can you have a quick look at Phantom, please? We'll take a look. There's Phantom right there, bouncing off the 886 retracement. I mean, that's as low as it gets at 127. Having some moves in Phantom. Numbers protocol. Could be fun. Let's take a look at Num. Our baby Num. Numbers. A little numb in your life. Numbers could be fun. You're funny, man. A little numbers could be fun with Jimmy Phillips. Jimmy Phillips, you got a name like a gangster in a movie, right? Hey, me and Jimmy Phillips. Yeah, we used to hang out, me and Jimmy. Yeah. What's it to you, huh? Jimmy's a good guy, huh? You got something to say about Jimmy? You got something to say about me, huh? Why don't you beat it over here, eh? I'm old school. I'm from the neighborhood, huh? Where you from? Yeah. Ask around. Everybody knows me. I'm the crypto lifer. Hey, they know me from Florida to California over here, huh? I got lifers all over here. Don't make me sick a lifer on you. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. Look at that massive shoulder, head, and shoulders. Listen to the head and shoulders. I mean, I love showing you this, but it's just interesting to see how the TA plays out. You would take the neckline all the way to the top of that head to find out where you were going. And this did say that you had a downtrend coming your way. And it pretty much nailed it. And it would be a slanted downtrend. And it pretty much hit it pretty close. I mean, not too shabby there. That head and shoulders played out the way it was supposed to. Let this 4 hour come on down. When numbers comes down, could be time for some more lovey action. Sad, this thing came out on November 19th. The market pumped from 64 cents all the way to 253. Did a beautiful 4x and then dumped all the way back. If that's not the sign of a market maker or some strange business, I mean, that's a pump and dump like you read about. Can you look into Flux about partnering with Cadena? I mean, that's a big deal. What do you think about 8Pay? XRP, Proton, Medball all seem like great long-term holds. Thanks for all you do, man. I like Proton a lot, XPR. I don't know much about 8Pay at all, Bullish Kenny G. Medblock. Medblock's been around a lot longer. Let me see Medblock. Wow. When I put relaxing, I didn't mean like actually put us to sleep with a lullaby. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. How about running music? Like, I need to run. This is funky, happy running music. This is what they say is running music. Let's see if they're correct or not. 8Pay. I remember going over 8Pay a long time ago on the live, like back in the Dizzy. Let's take a look at 8Pay. Where can you get 8Pay? I remember liking it when I did go over it for whatever reason. Let me go look at their website again. Catchy name, 8Pay, right? I love these numbers and names. Accept any kind of crypto payment. 8Pay is the only crypto payment processor that lets you access single reoccurring on-demand payments from a wide range of tokens. Buy 8Pay, stake 8Pay. Polygon, Polygon, Solana, Ethereum. Available tokens. 8Pay, BNC, ETH, BNB, Cake, BUSD, USDC, BSC Pad. Cummies, Nafty, and Happy. Even Cummies. Amazing. Do you want to pay? Who wants to? I can't. Accept any kind of crypto payment. 8Pay. That's pretty cool. I would like that for my business. Get the app on demand. Obtain permission to directly change your customer's wallet, such as HOC services like Uber, allowing for payments of differing amounts. Schedule recurring payments on a daily, weekly, monthly basis without having to deposit the funds in advance. Interesting. MetaMask, Uniswap, BitThumb, web design experience. I love it. I'm all about it. I think I could actually use it right now in my business. So 8Pay looks pretty cool. Looks like something I would actually use. I like 8Pay. When I would use it and it seems to be working and it has a utility, then I'm all over it. That's what crypto's supposed to be. It's supposed to bring us into technology that we never thought we would have. And actually, wow, what a slam for 8Pay though, huh? Wow. Yikes. Good time to pick up some 8Pay, huh? Yoof. Good thing we didn't talk about it yesterday. Yeah. I can't get a break over here. I'll watch it closely. I can't really even TA this. I mean, falling wedge could break up. Slight cup and handle, maybe. I don't know. I got to get some more market structure. I'm on the 1 minute chart. You can barely see anything on that. Now let's go to the 15. It'll load more. It should load more. This doesn't look like the right chart. Hold on. This music is the corniest music on earth. If you ever come on my channel and have music like this, like, just give me a complete slapeasy. Some rap music in the background to end the stream. Can we look at Flux? I like what is Medblock? I don't know what Medblock is. 8Pay looks a little sketchy right now. I don't know. I like the idea and what it's doing though. The utility is great. Medblock. Take a look at a Medblock here, see what we're seeing here for Medblock. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Please get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Not even 200 likes. Yesterday we bashed through 350 likes. It was an amazing stream. I know we had our issues, but come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Even more to like the like button. The fact that I didn't give up, that I kept pushing. I guess we have as many as we can today. You heard that too, MB. Same dirty minds. Tawana, New York's part of professional commercial equipment. I don't know what MedBlock is. Can't seem to. Oh, here we go. MediBlock, not MedBlock. MediBlock. I think you left an I out of there. Possible. Threw me off there. Wasting my time. Oh, it's only BEP2. Be careful there. Gate.io and Bittrex MED. Let's take a look at it here. It should come up. There it is on Bittrex. Ooh, look at that nasty wick, dude. Bittrex has a lot of wickage, actually. A lot of slippage. Not enough liquidity. I mean, this thing's cool. It hasn't really done much. Just kind of sitting. Just kind of sitting. MedBlock. Own your health data. It's rightfully yours. MediBlock has created a patent-centered health data ecosystem that can protect individual privacy and maximize the reliability of health data by developing Panacea, a high-performance blockchain optimized for health data exchange. In a decentralized, tamper-proof blockchain-based data ecosystem, we can finally have sovereignty over our own data and use our health information according to our own needs. Yeah, like, there's x-rays out there, there's reports, like, all my data is somewhere out there. Like, I don't even have my own health records. Like, to get them, I'd have to go find and collect them. Like, I should have them in one place. They should be mine. They'll help me, right? That's how I find out what the heck could happen to me. Oh, yeah, I did bang my knee here. I did get this. Can you look into Flux information about partnering with Cadena? Interesting. What do you think about He Will See It? What do you think about Kuber Finance? Never heard of it. Will Metaverse be a bubble? I mean, it's just a video game. Possible. RFox up 30% from yesterday, and we talked about it too. Remember, we went over RFox yesterday on my radar. RFox. I told you it was a substantial project with big moves coming, and to pay attention to RFox. And look at RFox banging on them, just bouncing up a little bit. Nothing to write home about, but RFox is on the radar, and I've been watching RFox very, very closely. Okay, so there's RFox. ZADA pumping hard. Remember, we did go over ZADA, ZADA, back in the day. It was like ZADA Bank or something like that, right? It was ZADA. 18%, little bit of a move here. BEP20. It's got to be that BEP20. Only BEP20 for the roll, Only BEP20 for the roll, Oh. Yeah, you're saying it's pumping now, but it's in a downtrend, man. And, like, it hasn't made a higher high yet. I mean, not too shabby, actually. You could say it's breaking out of that falling wedge. Measured move is to the upside. This thing has some legs, I'll give it to you. All the way back up here. ZADA. ZADA this and ZADA that. The ZADA universe. The first hybrid portfolio builder. Welcome to the ZADA universe. The problem, finding a safe and secure cryptocurrency that you can invest in. Solution, introducing the last man standing wallet. With strategic engineering of the ZADA smart contract, we developed a mechanism that rewards our holders with an exclusive reserve of ADA. The last man standing wallet is a newly implemented function that ensures inclusivity and exclusivity. 2% of every buy and sell contributes to the exponential growth of the last man standing wallet, thus compounding your investment in Cardano. So by the end of the 7 days, those who remain gain exclusive reserve of ADA, ZADA. So it's ZADA, ZADA is what it's all about. The first hybrid portfolio builder. Interesting. Time until the next snapshot. Huh. So we would pump all the way to 48.8. Let's take a look at this now. So we would get the breakout. We get the 48.7. We get the slam down back to 48.1. The 15-minute would just coerce again, but that's still a triple bottom on the 50-minute. Only a matter of time till this could break out. Could be even a shoulder, head, and shoulder here. Kind of a drunken inverted head and shoulder, possibly. Again, we break in that 48,500 area, though. Like, to me, this is the line in the sand. These wickets, this area here, 48,000 really. We break 48K, then we're looking for 47, 46. Same scenario. However, oversold now. That's why I said I don't like to enter the trade exactly yet. I always like to wait for max pain. Like, there has to be this, like, moment of pain where I feel like they're really drilling everybody. Until I feel that, then I'm like, all right, that's the entry, you know? Still may be good, though. I don't know if they're going to get lower than the stop loss, so we'll watch it closely. But they're definitely dumping the market a little bit here, putting some red action in. All right? Third largest Bitcoin whale adds another 257 Bitcoin to its stash amid turbulent prices. Don't just sell your Bitcoin on the cheap to Sailor, was the advice given by Bitcoin CZ to his Twitter followers last week, moments after MicroStrategy, capitalizing on what it believes to be dips, floors, scooped some more Bitcoin. And true to CZ's advice, whales have been splurging a hefty amount of money, purchasing the rare asset every time price recoils, even as the Fear and Greed Index continues to signal that most retail money is still in fear. Top 3 BTC addresses dormant except one. The third-ranking whale entity has, however, been catching the attention of the market participants as the level of activity associated with its wallet keeps surging. On Wednesday, the entity added another 257 Bitcoin at 48,100 for a total of 12,000.3. Oh man, added 257 Bitcoin at 48.1, 12.3 million a week after purchasing a further 2,702 Bitcoins. According to the data from Bitvo Incharts, the whale added 11,947 in the last 31 days at an estimated value of 573 million and is currently holding a value of 119,749 Bitcoin, bringing its holdings to dangerously close to MicroStrategy's public BTC holding. A deeper dive into the whale's operations show that the recent purchases are being funded by previous sales. While most of December and November have remained some of the largest accumulation months, the whale sold a whopping 1,500 Bitcoin on November 9th, right when the price printed an all-time high, sparking an extended sell-off that has seen Bitcoin recoil to its current position. The whale also offloaded some of the profits made during the first week of October after made heavy purchases in September. This has been its trend, rinsing and repeating. The two top whales have, however, kept a low profile with minimum activity between tracked on their wallets. Since July, the largest whale's wallet has not purchased any Bitcoin, but has instead offloaded some 33,000 Bitcoin, while the second wallet has also maintained a low profile in the last 5 months. On-chain data shows that its holdings have reduced from 178,000 to 168,000 after selling 10,000 last week. Whale dominance dropping, population surging. Although the number of Bitcoin held by whales at the top has been decreasing since 2016, a new crop of Bitcoin whales has been sprouting thanks to redistribution and a growing number of entities passing the threshold of being considered a whale, which currently stands at 1,000 Bitcoin. Over the past 5 years, the whale population has been on the rise, with the number of Bitcoin held by top whales reducing by about 22% from 6.7 million to 5.2 million Bitcoin. Firms such as Grayscale have in recent past been offloading their holdings to the market, selling an average of 30 to 50 Bitcoin and 200 to 250 ETH per week for almost 10 months now. Such activities have created healthy market conditions, with prices being suppressed, providing more opportunities to buy these cryptocurrencies. Adidas adds to the metaverse plans with first NFT collection. After joining the Bored Ape Yacht Club, Adidas is now launching an NFT collection of its own. The iconic apparel brand will drop a line called Into the Metaverse tomorrow. Pretty cool, right? Hubble Protocol raised $3.6 million to boost DeFi on Solana. Russian moles crypto ban report. Oh, come on. Layer 1 coins lead market rally after the Fed meeting. There you go. It's an interesting idea, right? MATIC, Terra, Luna, right? MATIC moving, Solana moving, Luna moving. 48. We don't want to break 48K. We just wicked to 48,100. To me, that was the entry of the position. Again, not financial advice, but I love to get in on these low wicks when the 1 hour and the 15-minute are low. It has been, as I say, it always looks sketchy and it's weird, but it plays out in my favor a lot of the time. So that's why I stick to the same system and I do the same thing over and over again. If you do the same thing over and over again in trading, you will find an edge. You'll find an edge. Okay. AVAX back to 100. Yeah, and we'll take a look at MATIC, and then I'm out of here for the day, everybody. I got to go get a mixer, get this thing fixed, get this other one back in the box, get it out of here. MATIC, what I like about MATIC right now, it's holding. It's holding. And you can say, MATIC and ETH are going together. MATIC showing really, really big signs of life here. Let's take a look at that 4 hour. It does need to come down over bot, right? And we could see it maybe bounce back off. I do not want to see MATIC below $2 ever again. If it does that again, I'm just going to feel like throwing the book at you, MATIC. But the 1 hour wants to pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here. Bam. Definitely could see this pumping to the upside. 2.54 is the target out of this measured move. The 1 hour wants the pump for MATIC. So watch MATIC. MATIC is on my radar. Watch MATIC closely. All right. And I can see MATIC up 18% from where we're watching here. So watch MATIC closely. All right. Just had deja vu. I mean, how many times I say watch MATIC closely? I'm pretty sure I've done it before. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any coin trade or project. If you join my Telegram or my group, or you're a paid customer of my services, what are you getting? You are in a trading group with other people that are talking about ideas, talking about what's happening in the industry, right? You're also learning how to draw charts, learning what the stochastic RSI is, learning what overbought, oversold. You're learning terms, technology. You're learning so much in my group. It is a learning foundation, it is a learning center. It is a beautiful place. What we are not in my group is financial advisors. And we won't go over your portfolio for you, and we won't tell you what to buy or sell. What we will do is we will teach you technical analysis, and we'll try and we aim to make everyone in the group self-sufficient. And that's the goal, and that's the plan. Kind of a different show today, as it got kind of like muffled up a little bit. I asked my financial advisor at the bank about crypto. He said I should get their bank's mutual funds. Funny. Sounded a big pump since the last time you covered it. Yeah, a beginner course on Tuesday. Little Bull Riding Hood. I love that. Little Bull Riding Hood. Twitter, Psychedelics Anonymous. Feeling generous. Interesting. Thank you, Jimmy Phillips. I appreciate that. We'll take a look at Psychedelics Anonymous. Why are they feeling generous? Remember someone getting in there. Where are my Sarasota peeps at? Any Sarasota peeps out here? I asked my financial advisor. Yeah, Gina will come find you twice. I love that. Pump up MATIC. MATIC looks like it wants to pump to the upside for sure. 1 hour is coming to the downside, suggesting a nice move. I like what I'm seeing for MATIC here. And look at this. We're going to get a token launch for Chumby Valley on the 17th, on December. Available. That's in 1 day, right? Today's the 16th. Tomorrow's Friday, the 17th. Tomorrow's Dress Down Fridays. We'll be happy. I'll be in a hoodie. We'll have some fun. We'll be relaxed. I can get out of the suit and tie for the week. But I love it. I actually love it. St. Pete, no, Sarasota. That's not too far, though, Jamal. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself a crypto lifer. Thank you for being a part of the live stream and jumping on in. As you know, at the end of every live stream, I say crypto is life. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you so much for the love. At the end of every live stream, we say crypto is life. And thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Have a great day. I love you all. Be safe. Peace.